Hey guys, welcome to the video. This is footage of one of my level cap runs that I did over twitch.tv/iflin. I'm pretty much doing these like maybe at least once a week at this point. So if you want to jump over to the Twitch streams to catch these live, you can definitely do so. It starts off kind of slow, but later on I bring one of my friends in and we start talking about some stuff. So it turns into more of a podcast, but it's just to supply some footage of like level cap runs for those of you who are interested in watching it in your own time here on YouTube rather than having to catch the stream live. So let me know if you guys like this type of content and want to see more of it by leaving a like, comment what other types of Warframes you'd like me to take into a level cap run, and definitely subscribe for more Warframe content. Hope you guys enjoy the live stream or the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'd probably keep my epitaph out instead of the cleavers, you know. I'm not used to like super giga tryhard in this game, man. Like, I know how all like the math interacts and everything, but like whenever it comes to actually like applying it, armor stripping and then going invisible and yada yada, it's a lot. How did hollow key farming go? That was all right. We got a few, more than I normally get. Gotta keep my distance, yeah. Give me the red key, please. We're trying again for red 46. Hell yeah, bro. We're definitely gonna get it. 100%. 100%. Armor strip, please. What I think of the Worthless Prime? That's alright. Not a bad weapon. Yeah, I'm not gonna go down this road. Trust. I got it. Energy Drake, kill it with fire, please. Did I all the way past it? Sad. Hello, demo. He never spawns the way that I go. An Orvis Ribbon? Would it sell good? I don't know, man. I'm not really a guy to go to for ribbon prices, to be honest. I don't really use them that often. You missed the start of the endurance? We had to restart because we got like a monk of W noise happening. Don't know what that was about. No, 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 don't fall off! Ah! We good. Saved. You missed the start twice? Yeah. What's up, Pretend? How you doing, dude? What's the most important thing that a new player should be doing in Warframe? Just started playing a week ago, and I like the game a lot, but it's really overwhelming. If you check out my Warframe Beginner's Guide 2021, it's the most up-to-date beginner guide that I've got for the game, dude. It'll basically carry you through the game up to a certain point. It'll get you to Master Rank 16, and at that point, you'll be able to, you know, do anything you want. You know? Bye-bye, Acolyte. You're dead. Gauss systems, Monk a Giga. Any tips for surviving in Steel Path? Ruling Guard. Ruling Guard and Shield Gating. Free for Spite, Auger mods. If you have a frame that can go invis, use the invis. TGS, are you still here, dude? I want the voice chat, man. I'm bored just sitting here meleeing the fuck out of enemies. Five, 10 minutes. Gotcha. Basically solo level cap. What do you mean by that, dude? I've got Zeke. I'm barely fucking doing the demo things anyway. Yeah, sir. The Celtic dude, he's fucking trolling, bro. Level 5,000 is gonna be funny. Why do you say that? Hello, demo. Are you back on round 6 again? Did we die? No, we just reset because of the weird noise. HP go down. I need energy. Uh-oh. Just sitting with no one to talk to? Yeah, I mean, usually chat's filled with like questions, but I guess because I'm doing a quote-unquote difficult thing, nobody wants to talk. So like, this is what it is, I guess. How do we talk to weapons? Get out. Good weapon to go for if you don't have a Kuva weapon. You could go for literally anything, dude. Cedo, freaking heck, anything. What is crossplay and cross save? Later on this year, but we don't know exactly when. Hey Samuel, what's up, dude? Feels like the affinity gain for high level enemies is kind of low. Oh, my dual cleavers are max rank already. They were level 0 whenever we came into this. Zora, yeah, Zora's really good as well, but that's not a primary weapon. Does reach increase distance throwable melee? Don't think it does. It doesn't increase the range of the explosions either. Enemy armor boost. Oh no, whatever will we do? New Year's streaming challenge? What, stream it every day? Technically, yeah. He's going boom. Bro, look at that slash proc damage. What the fuck? Are the cleavers worth taking with the crit buff for the rivet? Yeah, totally, man. You still get crazy crit from what's it called? Blood Rush anyway, so these numbers are actually ridiculous. Zeke let one free though, bad teammate. Yeah, come on, Zeke. How you doing, dude? Trolling my elo. So you replace it with then something like Gladiator Might, for example, more crit damage. Why Epitaph over New Core? The slow down the Demolists. Do you think Ash is gonna get a nerf? No, it wouldn't make any sense. Why would they nerf Ash whenever you can, you know, kill everything 10 times as fast as Saren? Rolling my elo, that's new. I mainly play competitive FPS games. That's where that comes from. For Warframe? Yeah, Fortnite competitive FPS. First person, not first person, motherfucker. Played any Siege. I hit Diamond, and then I just slowly started to like dislike the game, right? Like I could play it, don't get me wrong, but the thing with Siege is I played it so much that like I know win or lose. Like I can identify why we won, and I can identify why we lost without putting much thought into it, you know? So it's like, And a lot of the times, like, you lose because dumb stuff. Like, a lot of the people that I play with on a regular basis, like, certain characters, you need to have, like, particular gadgets on them, right? And sometimes people aren't running the right gadget, and that really kills the experience for me. Because, like, we've been playing the game together for years, you know? Here, the teaches a clearing gadget game. Yeah, yes and no. It depends at what level you're playing at. If you're playing ranked pro league level, yeah, because people will be playing the game properly. But in just regular ranked, like, people don't know how to actually play that meta. So I honestly think that everybody who plays Siege just dislikes it at the minute. It's the fact that the game is just steel and the hackers, you know. It still is like one of the best FPS games in the market, don't get me wrong. 110%, no doubt about it. But it's just got so many flaws that it's like, eh. Bugs, hackers, the lack of content. It's not really buggy. Suppose, I guess sometimes the audio is kind of bullshit, but Apex is pretty good. Instead, well, not unless you're playing ranked. If you're playing ranked, it's pretty meh, in my opinion. If you're just playing it casually, it's pretty fun, but ranked is pretty boring. Because once you get to like diamond and above, you got to be playing perfectly, which I guess is fair because it's ranked. But the way that the game is played at diamond and above is just sit in a building and play for resources, and it's pretty boring. Third party people. You like the new Outback? I think that's part of what's turned me off from the game. All the new ship maps. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure the maps would be great if I learned them, but it's a reworked map. And it's just like, why didn't you just make a new one at that point? You know? I'd rather they made new maps. Everybody's gonna ban it, yeah, for sure. Old Outback wasn't that bad, but it was defender sided. And what they're doing with all these map reworks is trying to make them more attacker sided, and it's just not working. Hey Mary, how you doing, Mary? Don't shoot me, man. I just want to lay back in my chair. So what if it's defender sided? Both teams play both sides. I know. Tell up to the devs. Really into caps this year. Yeah. Good morning. What the fuck do you mean good morning? It's 2 p.m. Hello? I need a new chair, man. West Coast NA. %, people don't know how to play defense, right? Yeah. Do you have a setup that can close the AFK farm? Octavia? For sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Key back the floor. GG easy. Donut Gaming, what's up, dude? You're not enjoying the new operators? Yeah, I mean, Arini was a good operator release, but I guess the developers thought she was too good because they took the nerf in. Mozzie was a good release as well. Equinox is decent at that. Equinox has kind of fell off. All the level cap Andes are EU. I could stream in the afternoon. Yeah, that'd be easier. Which is what I should be doing this year so far anyway, but I just decided to stream earlier today just to get out of the way. Maybe in the afternoon. Well, you know what I mean, like start in the afternoon. Do I start at like what time? 11? 10? Something like that. Yeah, G-Spline, I honestly think the pooled reinforcements was the worst change that they ever made to Siege. Like, it seemed like a good thing at the time, but now that you realize that people are just like, yo. I would say G-Spline was the smoke player. I was more of a smoke player than G-Spline. It just depends on the day. Reverse, if you're that into FPS games, dude, why don't you join my Discord? 1, I'm not a girl. 2, I was born in 2007. 3, I'm the fan of 2008 movie Horton Hears the Who character Sally O'Malley, voiced by Amy Poehler. Who asked? Who asked? Just log back in after re-downloading 45 gigabytes for the game. I have a question. Can anyone help me? What do you need help with? Could do that kind of thought. I was in since I was in your Warframe clan for a while as well. We'd probably purge people if you're AFK. Didn't type. Traveling the galaxy to find out who asked. Using NASA's servers to find out who asked. Searching Warframe database to find out who asked. Hello, TJS. Don't know what. The guns not scale well. Hold on, hold. There you go. They can. Cannot hear TGS. What? What are you say to me, man? What are you say? Cannot hear TGS. You can now hear TGS, man.
Wee woo.
There you go. You can now hear TGS, man. Hello, Ruse, man.
Oh, G-Spline.
G-Spline, find a friend. Are Slovenian? Not more Slovenians in my disc. God damn it.
Hey.
What do you mean, hey?
You gotta watch how you say that. That's on monk ass.
I'm gonna have half of Slovenia in my Discord at this point, dude. I have half of Belgium and half of Slovenia.
I can invite my homie Timon.
Who's that? Oh god, more?
Yeah.
That's not weird, man. How you doing, dude? Belgium. Yes, Belgium. Bruised on a scale of totally hammered to just a little tipsy, or the other way around, the reverse of that. How drunk were you on New Year's Day or New Year's Eve, or whenever you joined the voice chat?
It was New Year's Eve.
It was New Year's Eve. There you go. G-Splay, keep chat English. Figured.
And Rose, if you can't remember, that's a good enough answer for me.
Yeah. It's back! The fucking noise is back!
Maybe it's the tile set.
It's not, bro!
Actually, no. It can't be.
What is it?
I get to not hear it now because I'm not having the stream unmuted and listening to my own voice. Feels good, man.
Bro, that means you don't count as a viewer. What the fuck?
Okay, I'll mute the tab. I'm a moderator. I don't think I count anyway.
Yeah, you do.
Do we?
Don't you?
I don't think so.
Do I have to unmod everybody?
Monka? We count. You can get rid of that wisp guy though.
Petrolio? I'm tired, man. I'm tired. I'm sleepy. I'm on Warframe autopilot right now.
Yeah, I see that.
You see that? You can tell?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he just DM me. Oh.
see Wisp accepted my challenge, dude?
What challenge?
Told him if he
What?
beats I want to be the Boshi by the end of the month.
I don't know what that game is.
I'll buy him a hard drive. It's a platformer, hard platformer. He's hard stuck on the first boss right now. He has just over 1,000 deaths and he's on the first boss.
Their autopilot is better than me. I just press skill. I have years of practice being a Warframe autopilot. Not really comparable. Like this game is muscle memory to me at this point. Sorry for the noob question. What do you get if you reach max level? Absolutely nothing. We're just doing this for
pride and
YouTube
accomplishment.
footage. Yeah. The ability to put level 99999 in the YouTube title. It is absolutely pointless. The ease endgame content equals 0. Like, what could they even do for endgame content, dude? Like, the game is so busted. Like, yeah, but even if they did raise at this point, dude, we're gonna what, right? If we go back in time and we bring back Law of Retribution, hey, TTS, stand on this button. Okay, Mr. Streamer, I'm just gonna shoot my feet with the Kuvazar and Gosser Nezha. Easy clap. Like, that's literally it.
Man.
That raid would be ruined. What do you say?
I would just put 3 Atlas walls up around myself. Feels good, man. Like the good old times. Professional driver TGS on the Trinity, driving the car. Feels good,
Reapers of Warframe, appreciate the prime, dude. Bring back raids.
True.
Twitch is probably going to be increasing bit rates this year. Hopefully. That'd be nice.
Turn the sergeant into a raid boss. Feels good, man.
True. Yeah, I've been using like Blade Storm, Savage Silence, Ash, and I've been barely using. Why do I keep falling out of the map? Man!
Get it down.
it. I hate this game. Like, why did I even fall out of the map? I hate this game.
Take a shot every time I play hates this game.
I would prefer living good one winter. What's happening right now? Health drain. Of course it's health drain. Hello, Mr. Beep
It had
Beep.
to be an alcoholic shot, Chad. You guys
Could
were all asleep.
have been water. Hits to you. You know what I'm saying? By the way, I really like your alerts. You know who made them? Rotting Jackal. He is a very expensive boyo for alerts, my friend. Very expensive.
You have good credit history and able to take out a mortgage.
He's not that expensive. How do I do stuff? It looks so weird to me after not playing so long. I want a lens to put on my Warframe to farm Xeneric. You're looking to do Plains of Eidolon bounties to farm a Xeneric lens. Heals for someone that's not a full-time content. That's true, he's fine. He got me there. What is that? A bounty? Oh god. You need to check out beginner guides, bro. Go to Warframe Beginner's Guide 2021 on YouTube. And GG. You're gonna be a pro at the game. No planes. Yeah, Plains of Eidolon. It's an open world on Earth. Any suggestions? Yeah, who?
True.
A designer that won't want your organs for shiny animations? You can check out a guy called Stroid. This stuff is Keeper the Jackals.
Does he do like small things like touch alerts and stuff like that?
Yeah. He does the entire packs and everything, yeah. Who did he remove a ban on and why? You did it around 15. Yeah, without dying, it feels good, man.
That's the first time I've seen Wisp unban someone and not ban them.
True. What do you think of Venka? Venka, pretty good. Best element for nuke or primer or damage dealing? Magnetic. What is the story of Neo? What do you mean the story of Neo?
Like this Swedish guy.
Ugh. We need to had a good Valorant game this morning.
Yeah?
Yeah,
that's rare.
That's why I mentioned that, you bitch.
I had a good time on Kingdom Hearts 3 last night.
That's cap.
No, it's not.
Bullshit.
One of my predictions in terms of story was correct and was revealed to me, so that was good. And I discovered that Simba is very unbalanced.
Yeah. DJ Siege is dead. The game did. No cap. Game's gone. Playing the shitter. Needs anti-cheat. Needs new content. I can't stand playing the same maps over and over and over and over and over again. And then for Ubisoft to take a map and rework it and make it worse. You know?
Dude, I watch you play Valorant and you play the same 3 maps every game.
Yeah, well that's different because I haven't played them that much. Would it be easier to start a new account and follow beginner guides?
No.
I mean, if you wanted to, sure, but like, you definitely don't have to.
Why waste all the stuff you've already got?
Yeah. I got Fracture the past 5-6 games. I like Fracture. Controversial tech. Yeah, the UI changes bug me as well.
Hello, Wisp. What do you want?
I think he's just saying hello for the sake of saying hello.
I already said hello to you.
He's weird and he does that. Why every season do they change the UI? Yeah. Siege is if the devs made of FPS. Literally. That's it. Like so complex, so complicated, very unique. But then like massive time costs. You do a max level run in Sarah? Yeah, totally. Just not today.
Next time I join you for one, hopefully, I have my Frost ready, dude. I'm gonna do it with Frost.
Have you seen Ready or Not? Yeah, and it is not my type of game. It is way too slow paced and it is nothing like Siege at all. So it's not for me. Trying to think like who I could use with Frost. Like what two friends could we pair together to make it like interesting?
Well, my Frost isn't really gonna
Synergize with anything. I know, right?
Bruce, the only time I would be stacking Frost bubbles is for shield gating purposes. And you know, it is kind of nice that the Frost bubbles are immune for the first 4 seconds, so you do kind of get a little bit of a breather.
You got other games like Valorant or Splitgate and their devs are somewhat good. Valorant, sure. Splitgate, what? Hello? They're cracked.
The reason you use the Frost for and the Steel Path did is because it has 100% armor strip after 250% power strength. That's the only reason you would bring it.
Valorant is right. I disagree. Play League for one day.
Problem that's gatekeeping me from that Frost build right now is the fact that I don't have it snap.
Oh, yeah.
I could technically use lava, but I think it's just better.
Can you also use Zephyr's airburst?
Yeah, I could use Air Blast. I just don't like the ragdoll. I like the being able to shoot the head with Ensnare.
See you later, Donut.
Video I saw on it was he's pairing it with Sobek, and obviously once all the armor's stripped and then you shoot one thing with the Sobek, everything kind of dies. It looked really cool, but that'll probably leave me kind of useless against the demos. So probably just bring like it probably work just fine with Kuga Shackler as well. It's okay, Ruse. I haven't had a single Korra set yet because I'm hard stuck on the main blueprint. I have more than 2 of everything else, but I'm hard stuck on the main BP. Yeah, I also need to go get the cat DNA after I do that. But my first core is getting immediately sent to the Gulag in the Helminth, because I need Ensnare.
No kill me, man. No kill me, man. Just wait for Korra Prime. Yeah, but you can't, what's it called? Subsume the Prime version. Need the regular version.
I think he's just saying don't bother farming 2 sets.
Oh, yeah,
Just
right.
get the one and then, because Korra Prime's next. Pretty sure. It's either Korra or Garuda.
I think
One
Korra
of the
was
two.
before Garuda.
Okay, then it's Korra, then Garuda.
I think. I'm not sure. I have no idea. I can't remember.
It's those two in whatever order they end up coming out in, and then after them it's Revenant. Haven't even looked into Garuda. I have no idea what that thing does.
Leap to bad guy. Knock them down. Have blood ball. Make shield in front of you. Absorb damage with shield in front of you. Hold 1 to throw ball at bad guys. Make big boom. Very good. Yes. Fuck. What's the second ability? The second ability.
That was one ability.
That was one ability.
Okay, yeah, I stopped following after like 3 words.
And then the second one is jump at the bad guy, impale them on spike, stay around, impale the bad guy, get health. Third ability is sacrifice health for energy. Very simple, straightforward one. Fourth ability, jump in air, launch fucking claws at bad guys, and deal slash damage.
Sounds pretty cool.
And this is why I'm one of Warframe's top YouTubers, because I can explain things like that.
Did you understand that explanation?
Oh, I was not listening. I literally don't care. That would be was friendly.
Yeah. No too many words.
You can change one thing in Warframe. What would you change if you had the ability to, and why? If you feel okay answering that. I want raids back. I would change the fact that the developers felt the need to remove raids and stop development on raids. But if it had to be something in game, it would be get rid of this dumb AoE explosive bullshit. I've cried about raids. This guy doesn't know. This guy just wants to do his relics over and over and over again. This pointless endurance run.
Dude.
I lap.
Do you know how rewarding it felt when you got an arcane you needed from a raid?
You know how cool it was to actually be social with your friends playing a game that you enjoyed? Yeah.
8 people in one activity
Yeah.
in Warframe. Sitting in a VC where you weren't allowed to speak, listening to Flynn. It was great. It was fucking great. Getting shouted at by Bam for not standing on your plate. Who cares?
But yeah, the other thing would be if it had to be something that's in game right now, it would be the AoE
Bring back
primary
self-damage.
weapons. So yeah, bringing back self damage or getting rid of this dumb explosive splash damage meta. It's so boring, and it doesn't make any sense to me that they removed maiming strike, but that AoE shit's allowed to stay. It just doesn't compute in my mind.
I'm sure we had a discussion about this once when we were playing, about something that would add like a more of a skill thing to, or at least something to explosives. But I can't remember whether it was self damage or not. We were talking about this. I remember we were talking about. I remember we spoke about how Tonko used to be broken because it had headshot multiplier and
Yeah, but
no self-damage.
you had to hit the head. That was
Yeah.
the thing, right?
It
It was
also
a
had
little
no
grenade
self-damage.
ball that you had to arc.
I mean, they kind of like it has something like that in spirit with the direct hit. It has an augment mod for that. It doesn't give it a headshot multiplier. I think it just like buffs up the reload if you direct hit. Man,
Which is a waste of a mod slot, probably.
I'm pretty sure people use it on Tonko.
The Cuba Toncore or the regular Toncore?
Good one. I mean, you have a 1-round mag. It's kind of more uptime, you know?
Yeah.
All you have to do is hit something. I like the Tonko, but unfortunately, Tsar exists.
I remember people went nuts whenever they announced self-damage going to be removed. I made a video talking about how it was bad for the game, and people were like, no, you're wrong. Self-damage is such a bad mechanic in Warframe, it deserves to go. I just shut up about it. You think Yoreli's ever going to be viable? That's a good question, man. I think viable and fun to play are two completely different things, because there's a lot of frames out there that are viable, but absolutely like boring to play. Boring. Yeah, like you take Octavia for example. Like she's fun for the first like hour that you're playing her in a day. Oh, Zeke is dead. But then what's it called? Like as soon as you understand, it's like, oh, I'm just gonna stand in the spot. It's like, eh. Four is also boarding. Yeah, it's like 1, 1, 1, 1. Oh, better CC them. 2, 1, 1, 1. You know. So it's like, sure, they can make it really viable somehow by like making her Aqua Blades deal more damage or making it synergize with the 4 and the 2 and whatnot. But if it doesn't feel fun to play, that doesn't matter.
Yoreli's just gonna get an augment mod that makes so enemies in bubbles have a higher chance to drop resources, and they're gonna call it a day.
Literally. Make her K-Drive moddable. What they need to do is they need to like up the damage of Aqua Blades and the 4, and then make it so that while you're on the K-Drive or whatever, that those abilities are just spammable. Like you have constant uptime on them. And just being able to spam the water tornado and actually have it deal damage or strip armor or something, that would be fun as fuck, you know? But then we're turning literally like everything into the game, or everything in the game into an armor strip to make it viable, right?
It's water, man. Water shouldn't be able to strip armor.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right?
Well, should it? I think like kind of rusted, I guess.
Oxidized.
That's cool.
Oh, you're not missing out not having Yoreli. Yeah, she's probably one of the worst trades that you've made in a long time.
I can't think of anything that was worse on release in my time playing.
Yeah, that's definitely the worst.
Yeah.
Water should inflict viral. It's just be storing cold damage, then maybe slash procs.
Well, the bubble gun has innate viral, right?
Yeah.
So she should probably have viral on her abilities too.
Roseheim's the Caliban's worse than Yoreli? What? No way. No way. I don't think that's true.
Caliban can armor strip an entire room.
Yeah, he can armor strip like that entire group of enemies right there. He can armor strip that in one button press. You know, and then he's got the damage vulnerability in the 2. the free regens your shields, and then the one's pretty shit, but you just take the one off and then, you know, go for something different. Yo, Delta, appreciate the prime, dude.
I think designing a room, designing a frame visually before designing the abilities is absolutely fine. Because, like, in some situations, but I just think it didn't work with Urelli. Like, having a character design is good because it gives you the ability to think, okay, what would work with this, you know? Like, what fits in. But it just didn't happen with Urelli.
Revenant was like that? Revenant was like what? Sorry. In terms of the design process or what?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, me neither. I have no idea. I don't even know what the guy's talking about yet.
Revenant's a weird one, man. I thought he was meant to be our sentient Warframe.
That's Califan.
I know, but I'm sure that was Revenant, wasn't it? Or like he's like
he's the idol on Warframe, I think. Yeah.
Like part Eidolon.
Yo, Mad, appreciate the sub, dude. Design first, abilities later. And for all we know, that could be all of them, you know.
It's not an inherently bad way to design a character. That's what I was getting at.
I think, I don't know. Subconsciously, I've given up on trying to suggest how this game can be better. That's the thing, right?
I don't know, I'm big into like character design and game design and stuff, so I kind of like those kind of topics.
Like, if you really want to get into it, right? I think every single frame's abilities should be designed with the 4 core stats in mind, right? So efficiency, freaking duration, range, and fire strength. And like, in an ideal world, I think all of those stats have an effect on all of the abilities, right? Because that adds to like the player choice. So having that is pretty nice. Like, where that sort of like really pissed me off was with Goss's design, right? I thought
everything's duration, right?
Yeah, so you can stack max duration and Goss and get the biggest benefit out of his 4. You know, where like if you had a throw on or half the throw on fire strength, then it changes up your build. You know, like you can't just stack max duration on there, especially if you want to use what's it called, Thermal Thunder, because like you have to consider range as well, and it's just would have been more interesting than modern.
One of the things I'm not really too big a fan of on Hildren as well. It's like the whole idea of Hildren is just get as close to 400 strength as you can.
Yeah.
Village. Like, there's gotta be something more than that in a frame's design. I mean, I like
it's strength and duration of Hildren, right, for Village.
Pillage is, yeah, so 400% strength is the breakpoint for 100% strip on Pillage. And then, yeah, I think you go duration just to make it expand a bit more. But like, I like Siren because you can do multiple things with Siren.
Yeah, you can do damage platform Siren, you can be speed boost Siren, you can be fucking
Siren,
kill everything. Yeah, exactly.
Buffer.
Yep.
Like, Siren's great. Very versatile.
Game with Volt.
Yep. I think Ember is actually pretty cool outside of like, but you probably do endurance with Ember, but
oh yeah, you definitely can.
of, like, in general play as well, you can run like a damage reduction kind of tanky Ember build if you want. And
I think the problem with Ember is that she's a little bit too spammy.
Yeah. Siren Prophet Taker is cool, yeah. I haven't actually tried it myself, but it looks much faster than Chroma if you can.
Delta, I think you're mixing up Pildren and Grendel, dude. Grendel's the fat rolling guy.
Yeah, I mean, a Warframe doesn't have to be good to have like multiple of the builds, if that makes sense. Like,
yeah,
Ember's not amazing. There's much better frames, but that doesn't mean Ember can't do multiple different things if you choose to play her. You know, so.
An example of a one-dimensional frame would be someone like Hydroid.
Yeah.
Because all you do for him, well, I guess you could technically go out of your way to make a crude and barge build, but like, why would you do that whenever other abilities exist which do the same thing much better? That's just like you make the rain ability deal corrosive damage and it can armor strip while you're in the puddle, right? So you go puddle mode and then you drag the enemies in and you make it rain like that, but it's too much of a investment.
I would love to see Hydroids really get, if he ever got touched in terms of his kin, I would love to see them really play into the pirate fantasy with them. Could do some cool stuff with that. Instead of just being this like
just make him
wave
fucking
puddle.
What do you call that guy from Pirates of the Caribbean, the squid looking motherfucker? Davy Jones. Yeah. Literally take inspiration from him.
I mean, they kind of do. You can, like, the Tentacle 4 is kind of similar to the whole Summon the Kraken thing. But
is there any, like, abilities, or, well, I say abilities, or things that happen within the movie that they could take inspiration from? I don't know. I haven't watched them, so.
No, not really. He's just kind of like a pirate that can't really die unless you find his heart. And
can't die unless you
can't go on land
heart.
For a certain amount. Like, you can only go on land once every certain amount of years.
More time spent in water, some type of buff.
He can breathe underwater, so he, you know, his ship goes underwater.
He's immortal. Yeah. You're already getting a lot of ideas, I guess. You really look into it.
Well, yeah, but I don't really think having a immortal Warframe is a wait, Revenant.
Yeah, Revenant, Sevagoth, technically a Naros, right? With his fucking, if I die, I go into my thingy-majig.
Yeah, but I still wouldn't choose to make a frame like that because I don't think it's good game design.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I wouldn't choose to do that. I think Revenant just having his like Revenant's 2 is
what the fuck just happened there?
Some of the worst game design I've seen in a long time. It's
how does it work again? Like, it's not similar to Iron Skin, right? I haven't played Revenant in a long time.
No, you have your strength gives you a certain amount of hits that you can tank with your 2.
Oh, right. Say no more.
Yeah, just flat amount of hits, and while that's active, you can't take damage. If you get hit with a toxin proc, it will put you to 2 HP, but it will never kill you. So what you do is you press 2. As soon as it's starting to get low, you just roll to proc Rolling Guard, cast it again, and you can literally never die unless you go into a nullifier bubble or an acolyte turns it off.
My focus farming guide on YouTube was 4 years old. Yeah. You probably decided that it's not worth changing to older frames because people won't play them. I don't think that's true. They recently reworked Zephyr. I haven't went back and played her to lean into that point, but
I think reworking old frames is like you only have to look at a game like I'm gonna use League as an example here. They rework old champions like a couple times a year, right? and they essentially just they become brand new champions.
Yeah.
But the revenue they get from doing that is much lower than making a new character.
Champion. Yeah.
So while it some people love it, some people hate it, because obviously there are people that main those champions and then their champion gets reworked and it's essentially just something completely different, and the old one is just not in the game anymore. But from a business standpoint, reworking is never better than making new. So I can kind of see why.
And then I think the other angle of it is, right, like whenever you rework a character in League, that character in some way, shape, or form serves a purpose in a match, right? So like
they become infinitely more viable normally.
Where Warframes, it's just kind of like, we can all kill a lot of bad guys, you know, like that's kind of it. And it's like, whichever Warframes kill the bad guys the best, that's like the Warframes that people gravitate to and care about, you know, because that's just the game that we're playing right now. They need to make more game modes that have some type of role, you know what I mean? And that's why I talk about raids a lot, because like I want to see, you know, Warframes have purpose and whatnot, and not just be one-dimensional who can kill the most enemies the best, right? Everyone and their mother owns Mundo. That's probably more of a thing for you to read out, because I'm assuming it's League.
Yeah, when it was skins, because it's now relevant again. I mean, Mundo is the worst example of a rework in League in recent years. He hardly changed. So yeah, he literally all he got was skins. Mundo is the exact same champion with less stats. But in terms of, you mentioned Volibear as well. Volibear was more reworked because he had a very old and dated kit, not because he was terrible. I mean, he wasn't great, but it was because he had a very dated kit. It was extremely one-dimensional. But in terms of Warframe, I mean, I think some of the older kits would be fine if there was a place to use them. The way the game's going, the only real content you want to do at the end of the game all wants the same thing. It all just wants like armor stripping and big damage, and I think having frames that are more niche is fine if there's more places to use them, and if there's more frames. It's like I was kind of having a conversation about character design in Overwatch with some friends, and they said that they were making a tier list of how well designed they thought all the characters in the game were, and they had certain characters really low, like what did they have really low? Doomfist.
Yeah, fucking.
Because of like, obviously the one-shot mechanic is kind of dumb. I agree with that, but they were saying like he's only viable with certain comps against certain comps on certain maps and stuff like that. I'm like, that would be fine. How niche that is. Niche things are fine if there's a wider range of characters. You know, if Overwatch had like 50 characters instead of 30, it'd be fine to have more niche characters. So, but in Warframe, if they just keep adding more characters, and even if they are niche, there's nowhere to use them.
Yeah.
So that's the Warframe problem. There needs to be more content to use them in. There needs to be more reason to want to use your. Oh, I got. Yep.
I get what he's saying with the Doomfist thing, because like if you're playing Doomfist and you don't have the supports to support him, he gets focused and he's gone. Same with like if you don't have the right tanks sort of gravitating around him. GG as well. And whenever it comes to the maps, he is better or worse than some maps. Dooms needed a buff for a while, really? I haven't played Overwatch in such a long time, so I wouldn't know, man. They should redesign Grendel. There's a lot they could do, but...
Blade, you are off to Goop, by the way.
What, you don't think he needs a buff?
No, he absolutely does not need a buff. Doomfist is completely fine in the state he's in. A more viable and more widespread Doomfist is going to make a lot of people not want to play Overwatch because he is extremely unfun to play against. He does not suck at high elo if you play in the right comps. That is a lie. The stars have to align for you to be able to play him, but that's fine because that's just how he's designed. So a more viable Doomfist would take over the game at every stage of the ladder, and that would not be good for the game. But let's not go into Overwatch balance. I can talk about that like another time with you if you want.
Seeing the POV of getting one tap by a Doom across the map wasn't fun.
Yeah, like it's just not fun to play. Doomfist is fun for 1 out of 11 players in the lobby. That one player is the Doomfist player. That's the bad part of his game design. It's like unfun for the other 11 players in the game.
Meanwhile, me and Siege, you just bring Ace and you get wall, bring boom boom, get bandit charge, throw all utility, jump into sight after 2 kills, GG, easy, play fucking post plant. Thank you, bye bye. I was trying to think of like Valorant's balancing whenever we're talking about like other characters, and like it just doesn't have the same level of depth, you know?
Yeah.
The character is either good or it's bad, and that's just kind of it. I was complaining to G-Spline this morning whenever we had a person like lock in chamber and we were losing on attack. It's like it's such a waste of a pick because like you have no flashes. There's no way for you to entry into sight. You're essentially a trap character, so it's great on defense, but you just waste that character slot on attack. Or you could have played something with flashes like KO, for example, and you can get easy info. You've got the Molotov for post plant. He's a 2-dimensional character. It's like 1-dimensional versus 2-dimensional.
I think I'm still a believer that every character in Valorant should have a flash / smoke.
Yeah.
They should all have access to that.
They just make it a grenade or yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know, maybe people like that some characters don't.
Nah, I don't see it. It just makes some scenarios unwinnable. Like you're relying on the misplay of the enemy team.
Jet.
Yeah.
Jet has off. What does Cypher do?
Nice.
Yeah.
Obviously, if the other characters got flashes and smokes and whatnot, the flash characters would need somewhat of a rework.
Yes. Yeah. Of course. Of course.
Like the point in giving more flashes to characters is to make the flash more reactable, right? So it'd be more in tune with KO's flash, and then to make it so that fights are more fair, right? So you take CSGO, for example. If you come up against an op player, you can throw a smoke to smoke them off. You can do a pop flash or anything to try and peek them and win that fight. But in Valorant, if you're playing versus a player with an op and they're holding an angle and you're playing Cypher, for example, you can't throw your smoke far enough and it's just GG. Yeah, a purchasable flash, yeah. Magus lockdown affect acolytes? I don't know.
So.
I think it, yeah, maybe a silence affects them, so yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's.
What happens?
That setting.
Yeah, I have to set that, chef, and that's just so kids don't come into the channel, you know, and so that we can say the bad words. I guess the intricacies of balance and whatnot for a tax shooter like Siege or Valorant comes down to like the map and the setups and whatnot that people are playing on. Like if you really break it down, the gameplay isn't too interesting. You know, you get a frag, you push sight, you flash enemies, making them an easy kill. It's all about aim.
I mean, yeah, it's a one-dimensional game. So is CS. But I think that's part of the reason a lot of people like it.
People like it, yeah.
Very much easier to understand.
Monkey brain, go fast.
I could go downstairs and put a CS:GO or a Valorant match on the TV.
And most people would understand it.
Be able to figure it out. If I go and put an Overwatch League match on, they're not gonna have a clue.
Why does the pig never die? Why is the Genji flashing blue?
The pig always dies. That was a wrong statement, by the way.
Fine, fine. Why does everybody put the pig?
The more important question would be, why is the pig on the screen? Who the fuck's picking a hog in Overwatch League? In Hog's current state. Hog needs like half of his max HP turned into a damage hero and a new E. Or leave him as a tank and make his E a caustic barrel.
Not caustic players.
Because he already marks flankers and that's his job, so he can mark them even better. Jeez, my nose.
For a battle royale, Apex is actually kind of complex. Like the amount of like planning ahead that you can do and stealing resources, planning for endgame, different types of comps, yeah, crafting. The modding that they're updating Apex and the Titanfall 3. I mean, Apex is the money maker, man. That's why.
Free-to-play game, VR, season pass model. Why not?
I mean, Apex is fun. It's just not fun at a competitive level, you know? Apex is fun casually, you know, just running in and shooting people, you know? Competitive Apex is just camping, and it just doesn't feel right. With how fast-paced the game can be, why would you want to camp in a building and poke at people with a sniper rifle, you know?
I'm pretty sure most people subsume Eclipse or Raw into Wukong, by the way.
Really?
The guy who had, yeah. That's what I'm seeing by looking. And I don't really play Wukong, so I wouldn't be able to give a close opinion, but it's looking like Eclipse overall. Kinda does everything already, right? So
yeah.
Why not just add a damage buff? Kinda same thing with Revenant. You could also run Gloom. You can put Gloom on anything.
But that's the thing with ALGS, right? It's just a clusterfuck, right? Everybody camps it out or just runs around until the last what's it called? The last ring. and then it's just team wipe after team wipe after team wipe, and then somewhere in between somebody will make a cool play, and that's just kind of it. You know, it's not really a fun competitive experience to watch, you know?
Yeah, I tried watching it once with Emil and I was just so bored. Might be one of the worst esports I've tried to watch. I watched the Valorant Champions final map 5, and that was fun. Even though I'd never played Valorant in my life, you know? I had a good time watching that.
Valorant was on a different level though. Even I enjoyed watching it.
But I think that comes down to Riot. Riot know how to make a good esport production. They've proven that with League. Talk about Apex and Emon copiers.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like, oh, where do you come from? I mean, CG Sports is just, I don't know, that only people who understand the game watch it, really.
Yeah, I tried that one as well, and I was just like, what the fuck is going on?
Bird's eye. If they just cut out the whole bird's eye view shit and just had like side by side of shit that was happening, you know, like have a side by side, one player on one team, one player in the enemy team, right? So let's say a Thermite's opening the wall, jump to the perspective of the Thermite opening the wall, and then the perspective of the defender on the other side who's looking at that wall, and then there you go. That immediately makes way more sense as to what's going on, you know? Which is better, decoy or molt? It's probably molt. No real reason for it though.
Decoy if you want to use the Javlock build. You throw a Javlock at a decoy or a Chroma effigy, then it will immediately return to your hand, and you can just spam it and make a cool build doing that.
Warframe is boring to watch as well, yeah. I 110% agree with that. But yet we're here.
Yeah, why'd you think I'm in VC? Think Flynn was having fun?
I'm trying to stretch my back and not die. I was gonna say DE should try their hand at making a competitive FPS, but then I remember what Warframe's balancing is like, and then I thought, nah.
He had an FPS, didn't they?
Yeah, it was called The Amazing Eternals or something like that. And it was alright, but it just didn't really have any holding power. It was all closed beta. I was the founder for it, and then they refunded the founder stuff. Zeke is dying. Oh no.
They had an Unreal tournament too, right? Back in the day.
I think so, yeah. Acolyte moment. Sag. I need armor strip main. I have no energy for armor strip main. I use pad man.
That's a very sad acolyte, getting Hydroid's wave. This is ability.
Is this a level cap run? It is indeed, sir.
Maybe I'm the bad luck charm for the level cap runs, dude.
Maybe.
The one I played took us 4 hours.
Oh, bro, we've only been here for an hour and a half? What the fuck? It's felt so much longer.
Yeah, I'm not making bad face. Probably because you stopped the last one and then started this one.
And I think we're just focusing the demos more. Not really focusing on the ads that much.
I mean, you don't need to if you just blade storm them.
Yeah. Well, I haven't really been doing that either.
It's okay, we don't need to do that till we get to level cap for the footage anyway. Feels good, man.
Exactly. That's the point. Alright, Sam, enjoy, dude.
Dude,
What?
I actually feel strong, man. There were wee-woos in the comments.
Bye-bye, demo. Another part of this run that's actually great is that I'm not running Eclipse, so I can actually go into my operator and not die immediately.
Just bring one of those stupid Equinox builds with the 99% bloom slow.
Yeah. They can deal with Nova as well.
Yeah. I can't believe they actually thought putting Gloom as Sevagoth Subsume was a good idea.
Developers are high, man. Everywhere I go, the Acolyte never spawns. Not the Acolyte, sorry. The demo.
You know, I
It
think
always spawns on the other side of the map. What's that?
you could subsume Shadow's pull.
Who?
The Sevagoth Shadow is pull.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, one time. My first time, we have 33. Hello, sir. Watching your profit taker video, and I don't have 2 primary weapons you mentioned. Can I use any weapon? Yeah, you can use any weapon. From my understanding, at least. Use something that's decent, like a Bram or Rubik or something.
So are you saying you're missing
Opticore Vandal and the Zenith.
Optical Vandal? Okay, so Kuva Brahma is next best in slot. It's significantly worse than Optical, but it's the next best thing. That is the impression I got when I was researching Prophet Ticker.
Yeah.
But I would just go with the Brahma.
Holy shit, dude. I think doing too many of these endurance runs, like one day after the other, is actually enough to make like anyone feel sick.
Yeah, I just really didn't feel like it today, dude. I just... wouldn't want to burn myself out. I feel like doing too many of these will definitely make me not want to
Yeah,
play.
exactly.
I started to get a slight headache in the late 30s from the one we did, so...
Fury or Berserker Fury? It's really down to you. I think Berserker Fury edges out Fury by just a little bit in terms of the attack speed that you get. But it's a condition, alright, so... Oh! I just got blasted.
The delay, so I just saw you walk around the corner and get gunned down by a Nox.
Shacker still murders.
I was gonna say, I haven't seen you shoot the Shacker in a long time.
Double cap runs just turn into waiting games, honestly. A game dying? Game dying? No,
Oh, no.
shot. What the fuck is happening? What the fuck was that? Did you guys see that? Did that
Yeah,
show
I
up
saw
on
that.
screen? Whenever I reloaded the gun, it like shot out like 5 million particles.
But
What the fuck? I told you. Oh no, I did it again! No! What? It's the whenever I reload the Triva Shacker!
does it make the noise as well?
Yes! I'm gonna do it again.
Oh, alright,
What the fuck?
Wait, hold on.
What the fuck? Why does that do that?
Okay. Yeah. That's a Twitter clip, dude.
Oh no.
Get that shit forwarded to the right people. No Kuva Shacker anymore, I think, until
Yeah.
it's gone.
Hey DE, look, I broke your game again.
Just shit out dominoes.
Ah.
So
It's
is it
like,
less significant when you reload with a lower mag?
I
You're
don't
not
know.
Spitting out as many bullets.
Warframe Mythbusters, let's go. Nope, it's still bad.
It's still bad.
It's still bad.
I didn't know if it
It's
was
worse.
like.
It
it's
was
what?
worse.
Oh god.
Look at all the coom. Oh my god. Alright, I need energy, man.
My bad, chat.
The title is Clear the Cap since you only streamed only 2 days. My bro, it's the third. This is the third day.
Huh?
I don't know, the
Brain
guy's
does not compute.
smoking the weeds, I think.
Off the goop.
Third day already breaking the game. I feel like I'm breaking my back. My right shoulder's been sore. Just out of nowhere.
I had to rebook my COVID jab today.
Dodge.
Did I tell you I missed it?
No.
Yeah, yesterday morning when I was going to look at fish, I forgot that I had a COVID jab. so I went to look at fish instead.
I'll get that on Wednesday.
Yeah, again, mine tomorrow at 6 o'clock.
I like how you can rebook yours and still get it sooner than me.
Yeah.
I'm dodge. But your COVID jab 4 times every time something's gone wrong. First time you got COVID.
Wee woo.
Wee woo.
Crossing ambulance.
Wee-woo. Over here we have like a shortage in like paramedics or something for ambulances.
Sag. That is not good.
I'm lacking energy, man. That's what I need. Not killing enough enemies.
I don't think you were really accounting for having Seeking Shuriken, were you? When you did like the no efficiency. 'Cause you said you forgot that you had it on.
Yeah. But it's not that bad. It's just I just need to get the energy orbs, right? I could replace something for equilibrium, and that could help out.
So this is not the same Ash build as the one in that video. This is a Silence Ash build.
Yeah, this is totally different. I cast Silence, I cast Blade Storm, and look, bad guy die. 1,000,000 damage, easy one shot. And also Armor Strip. Deal damage that way. Oh no, Zeke's dying. Thank you for red key. Bye bye.
Stole the guy's key, man.
Mikey, you know.
Oh, by the way, Glenn, I heard Winterblade was foaming at the mouth at the prospect of doing a little cat run with you.
Really?
Yes. Right, Winter?
Don't know what.
He's still here. Sag. I said
He wasn't
you are...
listing? Oh shit, he wasn't listing, dude.
I said you were foaming at the mouth at the prospect of doing one of these runs with Flynn, right?
Man's got to go to work soon, dude. I wouldn't blame the guy if he didn't want to ever look at Warframe after coming home from work.
Well, nope. Enough.
Had
Nope,
8 years.
not saying it now.
Had 8 years. He said you were foaming at the mouth at the prospect of doing a level cap run with yours truly.
Right, Winterblade. Got it memorized?
Right? What the fuck? I'm not saying that fucking thing. Hello, Wisp. What's up, Wisp? How you doing, man?
Oh, good emote, Wisp. Alien, please. Wait, we need Milkman as well, Wisp. It's the best emote dance combo. It's an emote.
Hey, Wisp, you wanna see a funny?
I'll send it to G-Spline.
Look at this, Wisp. You ready? Holds. Holds. Look at the coom.
Hold on, I have to refresh stream. Apparently we have Milkman now.
Kuva shakum.
Dude, look at that dance emote. That is the best dance emote.
What is?
In chat, Milkman.
I don't see it. Yeah, I need to refresh my chat. Do it again.
Do it again.
Yeah, do it again. Oh, fuck is that?
He's busting it down, dude. You calling me a noob, Wisp? Aren't you hard stuck Hello Kitty and Moshi right now?
Wait, Hello Kitty?
Yeah, that's the boss. Moshi has like different games and stuff for the worlds. It was a fan game made for a streamer called Moshi Time. There's an emote for it actually. Yeah, Moshi Time. By a guy called Solgren, because Moshi Time played a game called I Wanna Be the Guy, and he complained that it was too easy. So Solgren made I Wanna Be the Boshi.
And he can do it.
It's just like a giga hard platformer. No, he beat it, but Wisp can't beat the first boss, which is Hello Kitty.
Ha, Wisp noob.
He has over 1,000 deaths, and he's at Hello Kitty.
Seriously?
Yes.
Is there a death
Forsen
counter?
played that. Yeah, there's a death counter. Forsen played that game on stream, and it took him an entire 24-hour stream to beat a boss in the middle of the game.
What the fuck?
The speed run is just under 30 minutes.
The speed run is under 30 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a very difficult platform.
Oh, we field enemy toxin weapons. That makes sense.
It's okay, you only have one more key to do.
Right, I feel like we've been in round 36 for ages.
Wisp, you want the hard drive, dude, you gotta beat it. Can't just quit a Hello Kitty. I think Wisp will persevere with the game, and then he's gonna get hard stuck at Sonic.
Hard stuck at Sonic.
Yeah, that's where Forsen got hard stuck. I don't think Wisp will beat Sonic.
Non-believer.
No, I'm not a believer.
Toxin proc, go away!
Yeah, I know Wisp.
Thing is, I can't even use my Kuva Shacker to like kill the demos.
Good job, first again.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't want to like risk like absolutely crashing the game or something.
It kind of sucks, honestly.
Okay, that was 500,000 with one melee hit. I'll take it. Lower level cap, yes sir. Why am I using the armor strip or ash for the armor strip? Technically, yeah. Armor strip's pretty important, but it's more so for the blade storm. That's the entire point of the build. Like, check it out. Look, level 3000. I need that, and that's without my combo being built up. If I build up my combo, hold, I build up. I have 10 times combo. Okay, 12 times if I find a solo enemy. Right, a Marathon with Blade Storm. Easy one shot. This combo effect Blade Storm, yes. I literally told you this the last run, bro.
No, so this the video for this build will be
Tomorrow.
yeah. That's why this this run is happening as we speak.
I'm running the Savage Silence and Seeking Shuriken.
You know, if you wanted me to, as you upload these level cap builds, I could try and start translating them to the website.
Yeah, that's what I need to do. Yeah. Fuck. That is the whole point in doing these runs.
Yeah.
What happens when you kill all the acolytes? Will they still spawn? Yeah, they just constantly spawn.
I remember when they were a time limited event.
Damn. Back in my day, all the good mods were behind events.
Flaming Strike, 1,000 plat when you wait for acolyte events.
Spend an entire week just farming the same shit over and over and over again.
Oh yeah, when the acolytes were around, dude, you better believe I was getting as many maiming strikes as I could.
Mercy of RNG as well.
Yeah. And now what? It's like 5 plat? Some bullshit like that?
Yep. All that time. All that time. I have a right key too.
I mean, there was that one Prime mod too that like only a certain amount of people in the world had, right? And then they brought it back.
Yep.
The chamber?
Yeah, Prime Chamber.
Yeah.
I think a Prime or Reaper Prime. Just depends what you want to do, man.
Yeah, there's all for this. It was all called it depends. It depends.
Oh yeah.
It's always the answer.
Almost there.
Yeah. There's two melee weapons that Giga Chads use when they play Warframe, by the way. It's the Ghoul Sword and the Cyber.
Nope.
There you go.
Nope. Time check. I was 2 Iris. Even after following Flynn's guide, this game's still confused that I give up. Sad. Enemy damage boost. Oh no. What's the max enemy level that you go to? 9,999, man. They can go to like 10,000 and something if they're corrupted and you do like a level cap. They're not as difficult as these guys in this game mode because of the armor boost. I'm stretching my arm. Don't kill me. Ah, shit.
So you mean the whole idea of doing level cap runs is a fucking lie because the corrupted go higher, so you're not actually at level cap?
Yep.
Fucking YouTubers and their clickbait, man. He's lying to us, chat.
How long have I even been live for?
4.5 hours. It is currently 20 past 3.
Really, that early?
I mean, you did wake up at 4 o'clock.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm feeling it.
I mean, you DM'd me at 6:15 saying, when wake up, man. I woke up at like 20 to 12.
Think that the new war weapons are worth it? Yeah, they're good. They're good. Release your Warframe settings. If you remind me after this run, I'll show you, man. Pretty sure Dean has a clip in my settings.
Probably does. Is it command?
I don't know.
Let's check. No.
Badge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Main. Four ended a hit. 999. 46. Let me take the Noxus thing off his head, man.
Well, not just go boom if you did a charged epitaph shot. The little one.
Yeah, but normally it just comes off at a few shots anyway. Did I ask you on Discord DM? Yeah, go for it. But I turned out I can't really message you since I'm not your friend on Discord. You still can if you're in my server. Where are the two others running? One's running Trinity and the other one? I'm not sure actually.
You know, Sam, that's a good idea. Maybe I bring Grendel to the next level cap.
No.
What?
No, Grendel bad, man.
I put a ban list on Warframes, dude. That's kind of weird. Fucking gatekeeper.
Elitist Cyclone. Ashprem as well.
Just eat the demos.
I keep on getting... Oh! What did you do to the Shacker? What do you mean, what did I do to the Shacker? I did nothing to the Shacker. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, now we reload. Freeze! I know the kum! The shakum! I guess word travels fast. Freeze the dev, by the way, DGS.
Ah. America, explain.
I need to find out why that's happening. I don't know, dude, but it's been happening like halfway through both of these runs.
Could it be an interaction with that skin that you use?
Yeah, I mean, I do have a skin on. Yeah, that's true. This here. Fucking Rui just got back to work and they're like, dude, Flynn's broke the fucking game again. Find out what this kid's done. Oh, shit. He just sips his coffee and says, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I don't know. If I shoot more shots, it lets out more kum. Hold on, I'll show you. Here we go. Time to freeze. He gets to the halfway. Well, that's... There you go. Big freeze.
Noise. Dude, the noise is the worst part.
It's good. We're playing Kappa, Sedna. Matt's destroying my PC. I can't think I can write down in the bug report. He does the reload. We're playing Kappa, Sedna, Steel Path. I don't know exactly what round it started happening at. That's probably worth noting as well. But it did happen
very early in the last run. Very early.
It happened early in the last run, and it happened right at the midway point in this run, maybe?
Well, I feel like you weren't shooting the Shaka at all, so it
Yeah.
probably started much earlier. Like,
That's true as well.
yeah.
It was around 9. There you go. And I was just like, why is the noise like? It starts off team. Yeah, that's another thing. Like, it starts off pretty team. Like, it doesn't crash the game. But then I think the deeper I get into the run, the more him I've got. Whatever you call I
don't like the sound of that.
Let's find out. Let's find out what these things actually are. Here we go. Gibbs chugging. What is it? It is literally the magazines. There you go. It's the magazines. The magazines of the gun. With this skin, whatever this skin is.
Winter, I don't like you.
You fell through the map? Yeah. I fell through the map earlier as well.
Yeah, so another thing is the noise from it was happening in the last run without the freezing and the frame drops.
Yeah.
As well.
Oh, you're gonna copy the Eternal Bleed build?
Word really does travel fast, huh?
Yeah, literally. It's like one of the community that's just watching and they're like, yo, Rue, this kid's broke the game again. would be a pain in the butt to try and replicate a bug like that with how many different variables there is in a game like this.
Yeah, I can imagine that's a slight headache.
Because that's what I was just sitting and thinking. Like, the first thing that I would change is the skin, right? Try and the stream every day if you could actually do it. Of course, dude. I've done it before unintentionally, so I could do it this time intentionally, right? Easy.
And then the other thing is, Flynn, that's a rifle skin. That's not a shotgun skin. So is that going to apply on other?
Yeah, true actually.
Is that going to be a bug with the skin, or is it a bug with the skin plus shotgun? Probably an interaction between the two, but...
What clip Royal came on? I'm dead. Rue, who told you that I broke the gun? The bugged magazine? Oh, bro, you don't need a clip. I can just do it again.
Oh, no.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. It was the one in your community? There we go. Was it Dean? Probably Dean. Dean watches both of us.
Feel bad if anyone decided to go to bed watching your stream.
I fear it was me. Yeah, just waking up to that random magazine noise. Like, what is this?
Yeah, 4 hours before their alarm, they just hear a deafening noise from the Warframe stream they left on. Unlucky.
Did the others get the freeze too? Yeah, the others get the freeze as well.
Yeah, so he's also griefing them.
So I have Dylan here watching me, reporting back to Rue every single time I wreck the game. All right, got it. Hold on, Rue, I've got another bug. Let's see if I can do this. Where's that room again?
What? The one where you went through?
Yeah.
It's back. It's back the way
back
you came.
the way?
Yeah. It's the when you go into the next big room, it's the corridor on your left between the two rooms.
This one.
I have delay, so.
Up the way or back the way?
I have delay, so no, not this way, not this way. Back to the room where you shot the corridor between the one big room and the room where you shot the gun to do the reload thing.
Oh, okay, I remember now.
That one corridor.
Oh, we're gonna call it the cum gun from now on. Yeah. Am I going the wrong way again?
Yes.
Here it is. How did I do it again? Did I crouch?
This was not the room I was thinking of.
In this room that I fell through the map in?
No.
You sure? I remember this thing.
Well, I saw you fall through the map at a different point.
I've done it multiple times this run. Just pass it. I think you could definitely do it here as well. I'm sure of it. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm stuck. There we go. Bye-bye. Have a good time. That's a broken game. We should get an achievement for this. Bro, I've already got a gold star from D. Rebecca for acing the test in the new war, okay? I don't need anything else. I have my gold star. DE sent me merch. I got a free t-shirt. I have a Warframe blankie and a beanie. I have like multiple pins from like TennoCon and whatnot. The DE are already good to me.
Bug. You have the mug.
What bug?
The mug.
No, the mug. Oh, I was like, oh, the bug. What are they doing in the room anyway? I can't remember. You expect me to remember what I was doing 5 minutes ago? How dare you? I love having two of the demos on top of one another. It's really fun. Almost that. Yeah, why does the game like? Yeah, we'll see if it happens this run. I won't talk until it happens.
This line already jinxed it, dude.
You're really happy that I started doing level caps? Yeah, the amount of limited time I have on the earth are also really happy that I started to do level caps. All for like 3 minutes of footage for a YouTube video title. My business mind is just saying this is not good ROI. Very bad.
True. Very bad ROI.
But the thing is, if I made the same video without the level 999 in the title, like it's the exact same build, it wouldn't get as many views. That's literally it. Playing Warframe your full-time job? Playing Warframe has been my full-time job since like 2015, my dude. You have no idea how to title Warframe X level 99 could be. Yeah, I do know. I have a video already for it.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about the analytics for that one.
Yeah, I'm so far this year I'm 2 for 2 in doing good.
You're gonna have to go through every frame, dude. Alphabetical order. Get the multi-cap.
Fuck Atlas. No thanks.
What? Weird champ.
What do you mean? I'll need someone to armor strip for me.
Yeah?
You gonna armor strip for me?
I can play Frost.
You do it tomorrow?
No, I don't have core yet.
See?
Comment there. Fucking send me a core with plat so I can send it to the gulag.
I will do that for content's sake.
Don't do that.
I will do it.
Don't do that, because then I have to commit to putting 6 form on my Frost tonight. And wake up early tomorrow. Not worth.
Hey, Twitch
Sure,
chat.
G-Spine. You said you're gonna skip Atlas, but not Grendel. Pog. Why did you do that? Did you just forget?
No, I didn't
Did you
forget
try to
it
wake
on
them up?
purpose. Oh shit. Do you want my like EE logs or something like that after this? Is it EE logs? I forget. Do it again? I'm not gonna do it again. It's getting worse every single time I do it. Would help considerably. You need to send me the guide on how to get those again, because I totally forget. Just shoot me a Discord DM. The 7-second smoke screen duration is a tough sell for me. Okay, hold up. Right? You're using Blade Storm, which is finisher, right? Arcane Trickery. Okay. Blade Storm. Go. Kill bad guys. Chance for Arcane Trickery to do proc. And then you don't have to worry about, you know, smoke screen. Like, you will have to recast it, and it's kind of annoying, but, you know, I don't have my silence. Oh, you're right. Yeah, true. Good catch. There you go. Kill that trickery. Proc to prove my point, please. Please, come on. But you're able to spam Blade Storm. Is essentially the build. And it always does the big one shot if you have stacks. I don't have stacks or combo.
Wait, I just thought Winter's gonna be sad if you send me a chorus into the gulag because he just farmed it.
Alright, now we one shot. Hold on. I need to find the bad guy. Hey, stay still. There you go. Bye. Level 7,000 and whatever. Easy peasy. One shot. Bye. Oh, it wasn't one shot. Thatch. You ready to do the thing? Fine. I'll break the game. Fucking hell.
Eventually, it is just going to alter for your game for you.
That noise.
I would stop doing that. You're at wave 44, man.
I want to troll Nightmare Strum with that. Don't fix it yet, Rue. Don't fix it yet. I need to troll other streamers. E required. Is the noise really that loud for you guys? It's not really that loud for me.
Yes. Very loud. I have the tab muted and I can hear it, dude. That's how loud it is.
It's mad loud. It's ear piercing. Holy.
Yes.
Why is it not like that for me then?
Players? I don't know.
Are my ears that shit?
Wouldn't surprise me.
Maybe it's just the fact that Red Hot Chili Peppers is playing. That was a 1 million slash proc. Yeah, it tends to happen, dude. Meanwhile, other Warframe content creators. Oh my god, dude! I just did 1 million damage! That's not me. It's just like, yeah.
That's a little bit over the top.
That is not over the top. That is literally a very accurate reenactment of every single other Warframe content creator. See? Actually true. Ah, shit, I'm dead. Please revive me.
Oh no. Dying on wave 45 again.
I can kill this entire run right here, right now. Somebody would have paused the video just to show it. Did you see this? You see this big number? Look at this.
Out.
I was a minute earlier.
Are you gonna put it in the video? I mean, you kind of wanna, don't you wanna show the Shaka going boom on a demo list? So you're kind of gonna have to.
Streamer, I make a big number.
You go to calculator in Google, you type 2 times 5.
Fuck you, man.
I'm never gonna let that go.
Yo, big country, appreciate the tier 1, bud.
I have the receipt to prove it too.
That's cap. That's cap. That's
It's not a cap.
fake screenshot.
In that case, whoever I was watching was logged into your Google account, so
Yeah,
you might want to change your password.
That's freaking. Key required.
Where's Petroleum GT? Whiskey Pumaban, that account.
Hey, look at that level 9k enemy. Oh my god. Oh my god.
They were level 9k last round.
Oh my god. Look at it. Oh
Not actually level cap. Omega lol. Not those corrupted. Fucking liar.
It's so crazy, bro. The enemies are such high level. Oh my god.
Does the armor continue to scale past this point, or is that?
No, I think it caps. Look at that damage. It's very crazy, man. Oh my god.
Four more shots until death. Won't kill.
That would be fucking terrible if we if it actually trapped. Alright, I'm building combo. Relax. Relax. Alright.
Enemy did not get one shot. Build doesn't work. Wasted 4 hours of my time. Win it, champ.
That was literally a nightmare yesterday, dude. He was in the lobby with me, and he said, "Oh, dude, I'm gonna redo this run because this build sucks." I'm like, "This, relax." I'm not doing the thing yet. Relax. Where's my combo keep on disappearing to? I had it built a second ago.
It's right there.
I just built it up again, bro. But this Nox does not mess around. Never mind. I'm not here for the Shacker clip, by the way. I'm just here for the gameplay of the axe build.
Here to like bladestorm everything.
Yeah. It'd be nice if enemies would spawn near me.
Wow! I'm so glad that you came to level 9,999 to show me this, streamer. Wow! Look at those huge damage numbers.
I think I need to prime them before I
am enthralled by this gameplay.
Yeah, I primed them and then they get one shot.
Liked, commented, and subscribed. Any weeboos, chat? Dink donk.
Need more enemies, please, man. More footage. More footage. I am recording, right?
Hope so.
I am. Boom. Ask Zeke about the bug where enemies stop spawning at wave 45. Oh, that would be giga troll.
What is that? G-Spline. Hold, I'm refreshing chat. Hold on. The name of that emote. I must see it. What the fuck, man?
I'm dead. I'm back.
Wisp, have you beaten Hello Kitty yet?
Oh, it's health drain and I went down. Oh, son of a bitch. Just let me res. Fuck that.
Yes, Wisp? Have you got a receipt? Can you prove it? Alright, send me a screenshot. Why are you asking playing quick maths? You gotta open a calculator for that.
Yeah, dude. Cambaria, sir, dude. This is a big, juicy clip right here if I can get all the enemies.
Oh no, no, no.
It's big.
I would
It's
100% fly in there with my 10 envoy.
You fucking dick.
Idolstein? Is that like a really smart Eidolon?
Idol? What the fuck? I hate Nox enemies, dude.
What'd you say?
I hate Nox enemies.
True. What is that emote name? No.
What?
G-Spline, that is yeah, we don't do that one.
What?
Wait, No, we don't want to read that one out.
Oh.
It's a very, very good job.
Send it to me. Send it to me in Discord DMs, please.
Okay, dude. Send it to me as well, G-Spine. I'm actually kind of curious on what the fuck that could have been.
Hey, Graylee. What's up, dude? Welcome, welcome. That's a lot of damage. Fuck you, Nux.
Oh, I have that emote on Discord, G-Spine, but it's just into the motherland. It's a good emote.
GG.
Are you happy? Do you have sufficient footage?
The more the better, I guess.
Ash isn't broken, but the Kuvashaka is. Not in a good way, though.
We're doing that on our way out. 100 cement. Extract when? You think we're extracting? Okay, sorry. You guys can extract. All right, I want to take the hit and lose all my relics. You guys get out. Get out
while you
get
can.
out while you still can.
That would have been really cool if he got one shot while the red thing was on, the red tint was on the screen. But he didn't get one shot, so I guess the build sucks. Unlucky.
Is it technically one shot if you also have to stack the Vira on them? Not really a one shot, is it?
Well, if you say that that's not a one shot, I'm pretty sure that invalidates 90% of Warframe streamers' content from the last year. So,
Super Omega Busted Atlas build just requires this primer and that primer and also an armor strip, and then you can one shot. Oh, that full combo. Oh fuck.
Dude, if you actually do an endurance one with Atlas, it's gonna make the YouTube video. Hello. Hey, what's up guys, iPhone here. I have the exact same Atlas build I showed you a year ago, except now with level 1000 enemies.
Literally. Literally. Hey boys, are you gonna extract so I can break the game, or what's gonna happen? Am I just gonna break the game with you guys in the lobby? I'm just gonna fucking do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm about to yeet. I'm about to yeet.
Oh, it's been discovered.
You figured it out?
What is the problem?
Yeah, what is the problem?
Give the sauce.
The skin. Oh shit, I retrieved it. Oh. Is Monster Cat going? I think he wants to stay. Are you ready, chat? Let's go. Oh, Jesus Christ. What am I doing? Why am I doing this? Yeah, yeet. Shit, I just fell off the map while trying to do it. No!
Fucking noob.
Game doesn't want me to do it. I can't even
Actual noob.
I can't even grief my own game. Here we go. 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 What? What?
After all that, it's been fixed already. Live hotfix. Good job, Rue.
God damn it!
Easy.
I was halfway through the reload and I just got downed again.
Live hotfixed.
Come on, come on, come on. Leave me alone, leave me alone. Bro, it's actually gone. Sad. Fun over, I guess. Time to extract PogChamp.
Game dev fixed the funny weird.